Hey guys, Jared Freeland here. I got another story for you. Stories of fun that I've had with my guides. This is one of the oldest stories, one of the first uh, extraordinary experiences that I had had of this kind. And it definitely set the bar for what I would be doing from there on out. So let me take you there. I'm getting ready to meditate, and this idea comes to me. I had no idea where it came to me or where it came from at the time, and now I know where it came from. The idea comes that Easter is on its way, and I want to put together an entire Easter basket full of treasures that the universe has brought me. I'm going to open myself up to treasures for Sarah, and I'm going to receive them that way. I'm going to use the law of attraction. I was very focused on the law of attraction at the time to attract these objects. I sat down to meditate, I cleared my mind, and I was very clear with the universe and with all the guides I didn't know I had yet. And I said, here's the thing, I want to be led right to these items for Sarah, and I want them to be powerful for her. When she picks them up, when she looks at them, I want her to know that they're for her. When I find it, I don't want to be led to a pretty rock and pick it up and say, I didn't want any room for doubt. I didn't want to be able to wonder, is this for her or is this just something beautiful? I wanted a clear sign here. I wanted to know when I found that item that it was for Sarah and that it was from the universe. I set that intention gratefully and feeling fantastic about the process, and I cleared my mind. I meditated. I was like 5 or 10 minutes into this 20-minute meditation I had set aside when it hit me. The only thing I could say is that it's a vision, and what I saw, as if in fast forward, I got up out of the closet, left the house, drove out my street, took another turn, went all the way to the front of the complex, back through the woods, up near a creek. I saw the entire trip as if in fast forward. There it is. I just knew where to go. I knew what to do, and I knew I had to leave right now. I had an appointment coming up right afterward. I just had to get up. I had to go right now. I got up out of the closet. I hadn't finished the 20 minutes. I walked out the front door. Sarah's talking to me. I said, sorry, I gotta run. I just left. I got in the car and I went. I drove as far as the vision had showed me, got out of the car, walked the rest of the distance the vision had showed me, and the whole time wondering, what am I doing? This is wild. This has never happened before. Honestly, it had happened once before, but I wasn't remembering that at the time. And I got to the end of where the vision showed me. And from there, I wasn't sure what to do until I noticed an odd sensation in my chest that I had never felt before. When I faced in a certain direction, I felt this powerful energy feeling in my chest, and when I faced in other directions, it would go away. So it was almost beep, there it is, beep, there it is, and so I just faced in that direction and I walked, and then it would go away, and I would turn until I felt it again, and I could proceed. And I was being led by this feeling that I could feel in my heart. I crossed over a creek. I followed the creek for a bit. This was like a beautiful area of forest that I had never been to before. And right around the time that I started to feel I would have to return or else I was going to be late for my appointment, and also starting to doubt and feel a little silly out there in the woods by myself and being guided by an energy in my chest. This is all new to me at the time. The feeling disappeared, and I was left with no direction. So I look around, and on the ground I see something shiny. I bend over to pick it up, and it's a broken piece of bottle, just a glass bottle. I note, interestingly, on the bottom I can see it's stamped that it was made in Gainesville, which I thought was strange. I didn't know that we manufactured any bottles. It must have been fairly old. I didn't really want it, though, and so I threw it back onto the ground, and when I did, my eye caught something a couple feet away that also shined and that also really attracted me. And when I bent to pick that up, my breath caught, my mouth mouth went dry as I lifted it up, and I saw that it too was a broken piece of bottle. It was the base of a bottle. And stamped into the bottle in like inch-high letters. I don't know what it used to say. I don't know if it used to have other letters on it. But the only letters that are on it, it spells Moline, which is the name of Sarah's hometown in Illinois. So I asked the universe for a clear sign, for a treasure that Sarah could look at and know that she was loved by the universe, know that she had been given this, and that there would be no doubt in my mind when I picked it up that it was for her and that it was an answer to what I had asked. And my guides were like, oh yeah, no problem. We know where that is. It's right near you. Here's how you get there. And then when I got close, they said, we'll guide you from there. Walked me right to this piece of glass that has Sarah's hometown written on it, stamped into it. Blew me away, and I remained blown away for weeks. And it was right then that I started to understand that there was more to metaphysics than just the law of attraction, where you ask for things and you line up with them and then they eventually come to you. There was work to be done. There were things that could be done in a shorter period where you could ask and receive and ask and receive. And I never looked back. It's just the beginning of some of the most fun that I've ever had in my life. It's fun to tell that story. I have so many others. I look forward to sharing them with you guys. And now it's time for me to do some channeling.